Bom dia, rapaziada. Hoje trago um gameplay de jogo aqui que tem cara, tipo assim, já vi muita gente falando. Dos RPGs, esse é um dos melhores. Principalmente porque ele é muito pé no chão. O nome dele é Kingdom Come. Deixa eu ver aqui. Como que? Deliverance. Kingdom Come Deliverance. Aqui já tá um pouquinho avançado no jogo. Depois do tutorial que eu tinha feito.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Bem, dando um pequeno contexto aqui, né? Tipo assim, no tutorial do jogo, você aprende as mecânicas básicas, né? Começa com você acordando lá na casa da sua família, junto com seu pai, sua mãe. E... acho que é aqui, né? Acho que não. E tipo assim, nisso você... Seu pai, ele é um ferreiro muito famoso. Ele tá fazendo a espada pra algum cara importante. Só que ele tá sem material e sem...
You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Must eat.
Continuando, né? Na história do jogo, aí tipo assim, o protagonista, ele vai ajudar o pai dele a fazer uma espada, já que tá fazendo a espada pra um cara que, tipo assim, importante lá, então ele tinha que fazer a espada. Só que tava sem os materiais, então ele vai cobrar o cara que tava com os materiais, porque ele tava devendo, porque esse cara que tava com os materiais, ele tava devendo o pai do protagonista, que é o personagem que a gente tá controlando. Beleza, tranquilo. Isso, a gente se envolve numa briga que dá pra ganhar, só que eu não consegui ganhar. Então eu acabei apanhando feio. Ele continuou com os materiais, eu fiquei na bosta. Junto desse fato, eu tenho que comer. Então, como eu não conseguia ganhar do cara, o que que eu fiz? Eu juntei com os amigos do protagonista, que acho que o nome dele é Harry. Deixa eu ver mais aqui. E
Damn, I'm
meus
tired.
amigos. Aí os quatro meteram a porrada no cara. E depois de meter a porrada nele, a gente. Como é que fala? Assim, depois de meter a porrada no cara, a gente pega os materiais de volta. Só que mesmo assim não foi o suficiente, porque ainda tinha que comprar carvão. Aí eu vendi umas coisas, comprei carvão, comprei a bebida que o pai do protagonista queria. Aí nisso a gente volta lá e ajuda o cara, ajuda o pai do protagonista a fazer a espada. Espada pronta, a
Yes?
gente treina um pouquinho de espada também.
It is
Só que a
I,
vila
Henry.
que a gente tava foi
Forgive the
atacada.
intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, but what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I ran as if my life depended on it. which it did. But my guardian angel watched over me and I made it to the mill below the castle.
It's as well you did. The Lord be praised.
And I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time!
me.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Bom, eu ia fazer um resumo, mas o jogo já fez um resumo pra mim. Que é muito bom. Gatoche. Não. Tem que segurar o 1. Bom, como eu ia dizendo, eu ia fazer o resumo, mas o jogo já fez pra mim, que é muito bom. Mas caso tenha ficado muito claro, tipo assim, a gente foi atacado no meio de tudo e a gente teve que fugir.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place.
Aí a gente pegou um cavalo e foi, ele foi, ele foi. Nossa, a FPS chorando. Deixa eu tentar melhorar aqui a qualidade gráfica. Tá um pouco fove aqui. Nossa senhora. Por que que ele ficou assim? Tela cheia, tela cheia, tela cheia. Nossa, aí desconfigurou tudo. Que isso, cara. 900p? Tá. Tudo no médio. Assim. Não gosto de movimentos focados. Ah, vai. Eu foco mesmo. Acho que é do FPS. Aí. Ah, não mudei nada, mas o FPS foi lá pra cima, tá ótimo. Bom, pera, pra onde que eu tenho que ir? Tá certo.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and he's getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Right, we will.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Ansig! What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now!
Eu vou ficar um pouco calado na hora dos
Tonight we'll
diálogos,
have triple patrols. Sort out the watches
porque
between you as always.
é interessante ver a
If I catch
história.
anyone
Tô
boozing,
gostando da
playing
história.
dice or
bastante.
slacking
Eu vou
off,
ficar focando
I'll
nela.
personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the scout.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes. Yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements, my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Take care.
Bom, agora meu objetivo é olhar. Não dá pra ver nada. Vigiar as ameias. Esse é o meu objetivo. O que é a meia? Eu não faço a mínima ideia. Então, deixa eu dar uma pesquisadinha rápida. O que é a meia? O que é a meia? É, a mesa é literalmente isso aqui, ó. Esse paredão aqui, ó. Vamos ver. Nada pra cá. Vamos dar uma observadinha. Opa, opa, opa. Tem gente ali, ó. Ó. Então só tem que ficar aqui. Esse é meu objetivo. Ficar aqui. Ou posso, tipo...
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Gente. Bom, vamos esperar aqui 2 horas pra mim. 1 hora. Agora é 5 da manhã. Para pra cá. Interessante. Caramba.
God be with you. What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's headman. The Scarlets is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Reckon we'll see soon enough, one way or the other.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents. They've gone on to better things.
Uma curiosidade interessante sobre esse jogo é que, tipo assim, dá pra você morrer no tutorial. Ah, mas como assim morrer no tutorial? Tipo assim, morrer e respawnar? Não. Morrer dá game over. Uai, mas como que faz isso? É simples, meu amigo, eu te conto. Pra fazer isso, você tem que bater no cara que tava devendo o pai do Henry. Henry, no caso, nosso protagonista. E, tipo assim, depois de bater nele, você vai ter que reencontrá-lo novamente. Geralmente ele fica no bar. Barzinho que tem. E se você fizer isso, ele vai chamar os guardas e eles vão te prender. Só que como vocês já sabem, né, já que falaram aqui, a vila que o Henry tá é atacada. Mas que não tá com tanta fama assim não, socorro. E como foi atacado e você tá na prisão, você morre lá dentro da prisão, porque ninguém vai te salvar. Aí você, tipo assim, morre de fome lá, alguma coisa assim. É muito engraçado. Opa, 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 opa. Pátio das armas. Qual é o pátio das armas?
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlets and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Scarlet's mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Scarlets. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army.
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Muito da hora, cara. Você aprendeu alguma coisa? Enterrar seus entes queridos em Scales, falar com o Sir... Caramba. Diário. Falar com o Sir Hobart. E opcional, pegar um cavalo no estábulo. Bom, vamos começar falando com o Sir Hobart. Que é esse daqui, né?
Good day to you.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg. Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
to Robot, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the chamberlains. And
Dá uma
believe me,
pulada.
it's always about power and money.
Ó, tchau. Você aprendeu Jopsy da Morávia. É, então tem que. Ah, só segurar. O jogo é bonitão, hein, cara. Você descobriu um mercador. Uhul! Bom, tem que achar onde é que tá o estábulo. Estábulo, se não me engano, tava por aqui, eu lembro. É. Esse garanhão aqui, ó. Ah, esse aqui é o meu. Acho que eu tô fazendo merda. Tá, beleza. É só um cavalo simples, normal, padrão. Passeando. É só um cavalo simples. Não tem nada demais. Fazer. Uma ponte aqui, ó. Olha que ponte bonita, hein? É uma pena se por um acaso o cavalo saísse daqui. Deixa eu ver aqui, ó. Tá aqui. Óvina não. Cara, isso... Nossa, a gente andou. Tá, a gente tá aqui. Essa parte cá. Então a gente teria que pular. Pra cá, depois pegar a direita. Opa, tem umas quests aqui, ó. Pô, arena de combate? Será que aqui ele me ensina? Tá.
Why did Sigismund...
That's war.
Não, eu não ensino. Tá. Não tem muito mais o que eu fazer aqui. Ver se eu consigo vencer ele. Não, eu só pulo da ponte.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votova. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. It looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Será que se eu pagar?
Look, I have to get out of here to bury my parents. I'd reward anyone who'd help me.
Eu não tenho dinheiro.
What could a ragamuffin like you do? Clear off before I give you
Não tem dinheiro. Droga.
Let me
Okay,
out,
tá.
I say. Don't you know who I am?
Someone who's about to lose his teeth and
Caralho.
doesn't get lost quick?
Ai, deixa pra... Achei que
Never
era
mind.
gênio.
Take care now.
Ai, tentei. Ó, as minhas... Os entes queridos, pegar um cavalo no estábulo e sair do castelo. Foda-se, eu vou só sair do castelo. Caguei, irmão. Qualquer dia desse, em uma outra run, eu... Tá ligado? Bom, então, ó. Dá pra pular aqui. Ó, tô olhando aqui. Se eu for pra cá... Ó, vamos conhecer o terreno primeiro. Faz o seguinte, vamos conhecer o terreno. Deixa eu deixar o cavalo aqui. Conhecer o terreno e vamos escapar daqui. Ó, se eu pular aqui, ó, eu vou ter um caminho bom, ó. Aí daqui vai ter espaço pra... É isso, é isso. Eu vou pular pra cá. Você não vai nem ver o cavalo gigante ali, ó. Não atravesse meu cavalo. Vamos, bora. E o cavalo pula, né? Pula, ô, beleza. Nossa, sai como... Nossa, sai como eu sou... Não dá pra pular. Ah, para. Qual era o botão pra chamar o cavalo? Não era B? Deixa eu ver. Controles. É B. Segurou? Não. Bom, vamos procurar o cara lá, o mercador. Esse cara aqui. Não, ele é um aldeão comum. Opa! Foi um acidente, foi um acidente. Foi um acidente. Tava querendo fazer isso. Oxi, eu buguei. Gente, bom. Nada. Cadê o cabo lá, velho? Entrando. Propriedade privada também. Opa, aqui é. Dúvida, a gente não entra não. Ai, ai. Aqui também é propriedade privada. Cara, o que que não é propriedade privada aqui? Mais uma propriedade privada. Esse aqui é o mercador? Putz. Ah, velho, a parede visível. Opa!
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat. Raise the alarm. He's trying to escape.
Calma, calma. Não, 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 não. Vou carregar o jogo. Vou carregar o jogo. Não era pra fazer isso. Cara. Vou carregar o jogo. É pra ser com o cavalo, cara. A gente tem que conversar com o cabo aqui.
Jesus Christ, people.
What? That's what? What? Good, good, good. Indeed. Listen, lad. So then what you? So he could. Right. So now you. Where did he? I believe. So what would? My parents like that. I won't leave 3 rounds by dogs. Have to know.
Tá só perdido. Tá. Vamos ver se não vai bugar dessa vez. E bugou exatamente do mesmo jeito que antes. Na verdade é pior. Cara. Cara, como é que pode?
May the Lord watch over you.
Estação perdida. Tá. Vamos ver se não vai bugar dessa vez. E bugou exatamente do mesmo jeito de que antes. Na verdade, até pior. Cara. Cara, como é que pode? Mano, não, cara. Não, 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 não. Eu não consigo sair do cavalo. A gente vai sair daqui. A gente vai. Base da ignorância, mas vai. Vamos. Vamos, vamos. Caiu do cavalo. Ah, mano. Como é que agacha, velho? Eu tô bugado, eu tô bugado. Ai, eu tô bugado. Ai, ai. Pode o negócio de. Foda-se. Vou voltar a falar aqui com o cara. Por favor.
Where?
Por favor.
What? Were there many?
Indeed.
I see.
Listen, lad.
So then what? So.
Now you. Farewell.
Vamos ver se o cavalo vem. Tá, vamos lá. Cavalo. Por favor. Não bugue. Vamos com o cavalo. Pra esquerda. Ah, meu Deus do céu, essa aqui foi boa. Essa aqui foi boa. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Ah, ele já chega. Opa, compatriotas. Tudo bem com vocês? Nada de suspeito por aqui, tá? Vou conversar com um camarada aqui, ó. Grande Sir David. Não dá.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Is there someone...
Hungry, are you? For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votava. Folk aren't too fond of him, but he...
God be with you.
Fazer aqui. Ver se tem alguém aqui. Que é alto pra cacete. Se for muito alto, eu não vou subir. Lá no carro. É. Fique no cavalo. Pela ponte mesmo. Não tem problema me verem não. Só mais um. Nada de suspeita aqui, rapaziada. Tá um fofo cavalo andando. Cavalo bem fofo andando. Que isso, cavalo? O que você está fazendo? Nossa, cavalo, cavalo, cavalo. Mas, gente... Que cavalo mais teimoso.
Got you. Jesus, you gave me the runaround.
Let me go, for Christ's sake. I have to bury my parents.
You're going nowhere, except back inside.
If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Vamos, 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 vamos. Acho que eu peguei o caminho certo, né? Eu espero que sim. Bom, o cavalo tá cansado. Então toma caminho. O cavalo nunca. Ai, ai. Foi tão fácil. Ah, deixa eu ver aqui. É só seguir esse caminho aqui. Chegou lá. Você alcançou um novo nível. Bom.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Opa! Nossa senhora! Todo fodido o lugar. O objetivo é encontrar os pais. Se eu não me engano, eles morreram nessa cidade, não foi? Nossa, a gente tá longe pra caralho, irmão. Vou ter que andar isso aqui tudo.
Hey,
Eita, calma. Calma. Ó, vamos lá. Ó, travar no oponente, tá? Destravar. Não. Tá, fecha. Perdeu o equilíbrio, tomou. Rendição. É um bandido. Vamos conversar com ele.
Get going then. But leave that weapon right where it is.
If you insist.
Caralho, que da hora. Vamos pegar esse sacho. Só pra não correr risco, né? Bandido. Vamos ver o que tem aqui de bom. Não, eu tô saqueando não. Eu não tô saqueando. Eu tô olhando aqui o lugar se sobrou algo pra mim, tá? É isso. Não estou saqueando. Trabalho. Onde estás? Bom, agora tem que correr. Cara, esse jogo aqui ele é realmente bem bonitão, ó. A musiquinha boa. Nossa, que cena feia aí. Oh. Essa opção de pilhar uma criança.
Hey!
Ah, que susto.
Leave me be. Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Ah, que susto. Ó, eu não vou pilhar o pessoal morto.
What did these poor souls ever do to them?
Ótima pergunta, Henry. Acho que já estamos próximo, né? Eu tava pra fazer uma viagem rápida, ninguém me falou. Foda-se.
What's that? Hey.
Alto lá.
What's come crawling out from under some rock? Oh. Ow! Docinho.
Estocada. Toma.
You're not going anywhere, are you? Leave your weapon on the ground and get lost.
If you insist.
E eu vou levar isso comigo. Muito obrigado. Ai, meu mouse. Vamos quase lá. A entrada tá toda encoçada aqui. Tem uma outra entrada pra cá. Vamos lá. Caralho! Ó, trovão, mano. Sentindo que eu vou escorregar aquela embaixo se eu não tomar cuidado. Nossa, ainda tô longe. Cara, esse jogo é muito bonito mesmo, cara. Porra. Oh, que ambientação boa, viu, cara? Que ambientação boa. Deixa eu dar aqui uma comidinha nesse pato assado. Vamos ver se já tô chegando. Já. Não, não dá. Não é Assassin's Creed. Opa, achei um caminho. Já estar pronto, né, pra qualquer coisa. Acho que foi aqui o caminho que o Henry escapou, se não me engano. Que? O caminho também está bloqueado? Como é que eu vou pra aqui? Que pataquada, hein? Calma aí, rapaziada, já volto. Voltei. Tá. Vou fazer uma viagem. Ah. Cara, tem outra entrada? Cara, esse mapa é muito bonito, olha isso. Tá, daqui não deu. Dá pra tentar vir por aqui. Aí depois por aqui. Se não der, chora. Tá. Aqui resolve uma coisa. Vamos lá, vamos tentar aí. Vamos? Ah, vai ter que cair. É, já desci. Fazendo. Ó o trovão, que da hora. Ai, eu acho que eu ia conseguir, calma. Eu acho que eu consigo fazer esse pulo. Ó, ó. Ah, não dá. Tem uma parede visível ali pra cima. Ah. Ah, mais uma longa sessão. Correndo, caminhando. Ah. Cara, mais um caminho bloqueado. Não, deve dar de pular aqui, não dá? Deixa eu bater. Não dá. Droga. Cara, tem nenhuma entrada pra eu... Ah, não? Achei, achei. Dá pra entrar por aqui.
You stood by his side when he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. Didn't abandon him, like me.
Calma, Henry. Não é assim também. Se não me engano, eles morreram por aqui.
Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find this shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Bom, se ele não quer ter outro mapa. Bom, onde é que eu vou encontrar o mapa? Bom, se o Harry ele tá querendo... ele tá querendo ser essa pessoa que não vai fugir nunca na vida, então eu vou fazer isso ser possível. A minha gameplay eu não vou dar o pé pra trás pra ninguém. Literalmente ninguém. Aliás, aqui é onde o Harry fez a espada com o pai dele. Muito triste, muito triste. Vamos ver se aqui dentro tem alguma pá. Provavelmente. Opa, o que tem aqui? Olho. Não tem gás. Cloud. Que isso? Opa! E tudo. Bora. Aqui. Não. Aqui não tem a pá. Vou continuar procurando. Aqui talvez tenha. Não, nada aqui. Bom, vamos procurar, né? Cara, a ambientação desse jogo é maravilhosa. Tô escutando barulho de cachorro, mas não sei onde é que tá o cachorro. Pena. Opa! Ah, achei que tinha comida. Por causa da iluminação. Me enganaram. Enganaram na casca do ovo. Tá passeando por aqui, né? Mano, cadê esse cachorro, cara? Eu quero achar esse cachorro. Eu não vou matar o cachorro, tá? Tô avisando.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Bishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that Mutt the butcher's? Mutt. Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. We weren't trying to get to him, were we?
What do you care what I'm doing? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take them to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground. Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think? I ran.
I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Toma. Ai. Ah, ele me deu um parry. Toma. Toma. Toma, mouse. Ai. Nossa, esse cara só me dá parry, viado.
You're done for, fucker.
Caralho. Que porra foi essa, irmão? Ó, tenta ganhar no parry, né? Seu corno. Tá. Lado esquerdo. É, lado esquerdo ele é fraco. Oh, que filho da puta! Ele me matou! Ah, nem fodendo. Se eu pegasse minha espada, ele também tava morto. Não. Galera, depois eu volto aqui. Depois eu... Não é possível, cara. Nossa, não. Galera, depois eu jogo. Mas...